This is Blackrock Depths, Upper City, as Mistweaver Monk. I'm not an expert at this game, this is not a dungeon guide, this represents my personal experience with a random dungeon group. So we did Detention Block of Blackrock Depths not too long ago. Looks like a few levels have gone by. I'm at 56 now. Right, there were some dungeon runs in between last one and this one that I'm not showing for various reasons. Mostly because they went super badly and I redid the dungeons and got better footage later. Things have changed in my action bar. I'll talk about that in a bit, but let's talk about where we are. So if you're familiar with Blackrock Depths, this is quite a bit past the point where we stopped in Detention Block. I was talking about how it had been chopped up before. Why did I essence font there? What a weird choice. Only one person was missing any health. Okay, well, doesn't matter. Right, so back in Detention Block, there was just like a couple of bosses you killed. Then you skip a huge section. This right here is the mole machine just past the Grim Guzzler. So the Grim Guzzler is not involved in any way in the Dungeon Finder version of this dungeon. So you just skip the whole weird bar scene and everything that entails. So you go straight past that to this other gauntlet of bosses up here. Well, there was the list of bosses. Can't look at it anymore because I closed it. Anyway, right, so action bar. I've moved some things around there. That looks to be pretty much the way I am used to it. Something else goes in my number 9 slot. That's a macro for one of those holiday event things. Don't worry about it. Not really relevant here. Actually, yeah, a few things change with this action bar, but it's close to how I like it now. I mostly just use the 1, 2, 3 abilities. General attack rotation for Mistweaver. Rising Sun Kick whenever possible. Blackout Kick whenever Rising Sun Kick is on cooldown. Tiger Palm whenever the other two are. Tiger Palm's 1, Blackout Kick is 2, Rising Sun Kick is 3. It's very basic and simple. Not really all that interesting, but you know, the point of playing a healer is not to be attacking. It does kind of get a bit dull when I'm, you know, solo questing and stuff. Right, so Mold Foundry, yeah, so Druid Tank, Druid, Balanced Druid, Damage, what else is here? That looks like an Enhancement Shaman, and what's that other one? Arcane Mage? Yep. So yeah, not a lot of healing to do here. I can mostly spend my time attacking. I want to talk about my healing bar, but I'm not having to use it. Okay, here we go, so... Let's see, familiar stuff. Soothing Mist, Renewing Mist, Vivify... Or sorry, Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist, Vivify, Renewing Mist. Those are different. Essence Font on 5, Detox on 6, Life Cocoon on 7. So, Thunder Focus T, number 8. That one is new. That's a complicated ability. Number 8. I don't think I leave that on my number 8. I think I move it to somewhere else. Anyway, doesn't matter. Wait, no. No, number 9 is Thunder Focus T. What's number 8? Number 9 is Thunder Focus T. Number 8 is Stoneskin Brew? Stoneskin Elixir? I forget its actual name. So that is... Let's see, yeah, so Stoneskin, whatever it is something I just get from leveling up. It's a thing I can drink, basically, that will make me take, it's like 30% less damage for 20 seconds or something like that. So yeah, defensive, medium cooldown ability. So if I think I'm going to be taking some damage, I would press that button first to take less. Bunch of dwarf ghosts here. This is sort of a boss. You're getting a boss bar on the right, but it's like a boss gauntlet thing. Each individual one of these isn't really a boss, but they're in the boss role, I guess. So right, that's the Stoneskin Brew. The Thunder Focus Tea is a talent that I opt into, I'm pretty sure. So it's one of 3 talents on a talent row. I think? Anyway, it doesn't matter. What Thunder Focus Tea does is pretty complicated. So it's a thing has a medium short cooldown. It's like 30 seconds or something. You drink it, and then your next cast of certain healing spells is empowered in some way. The effect it has on Vivify is that it makes it cost no mana. So if I'm super low on mana and I really need a Vivify, then I can drink a Thunder Focus Tea first and get it for free. The effect it has on Enveloping Mist, my number 2 ability, the big heal over time that I cast while channeling Soothing Mist, is that it makes it immediately heal for somewhere around the size of a Vivify. So, you know, that's extremely good at this level, because, like, pressing the Soothing Mist button barely moves the health bar. Pressing the Enveloping Mist button does not immediately move the health bar. So if somebody's low and I want to hit them with the big healing spells, that makes my ramp up quicker, so it gives me a little bonus heal. If a tank's super low, I want them to survive for my good heals to start taking effect. Then at this point I would drink a Thunder Focus Tea, Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist. Thunder Focus Tea does not take a global cooldown, so it doesn't add any extra time to my ramp up. I can just hit it and then hit my other button immediately and be doing it right away. So without adding any extra time, I get an actual immediate heal in like 1 second from when I start taking actions. And that does the proper ramp up, so you get the full, ideally I do a Renewing Mist first, so 1 extra second or whatever the global cooldown length is for that. Oh, I'm banished. Can't do anything at all. Can't move, can't cast. Anyway, that was that boss gauntlet. This door opens, we can move on. Oh right, boss loot is in this chest. Some bosses don't drop loot directly, some give you access to a little chest like that, and that's where you get your stuff. Why am I so interested in that item? It's obviously worse. Wait, I'm using it? What? What am I doing? Why did I equip that? Huh. That didn't look like an upgrade? That is so not an upgrade. You do not want 10 versatility at the cost of 3 intellect. I mean, those are... and all that other stuff. I'm not sure how those numbers stack up. Intellect's a lot more valuable than versatility. Just 3 intellect alone versus 10 versatility might be right about on par. Not gonna try and explain what those stats do because I'm not like super clear on it, but you know, just in terms of value, intellect is the top priority. So yeah, I just downgraded my gear because I wasn't thinking hard enough about which one was better, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so at this point I usually use Thunder Focus Tea on Enveloping Mist. I can also use it on Vivify to make it free, and I can also use it on Renewing Mist to make it last longer, because Renewing Mist doesn't last all that long. After I get used to it more, I get better at Renewing Mist management, and actually, nowadays in the game where I am, as of this recording, I do actually tend to use Thunder Focus Tea on Renewing Mist. I don't know, it's situational, but depends what I want it for. The other thing it can do is reduce the Rising Sun Kick cooldown to basically 2 global cooldowns. So if you Thunder Focus Tea, Rising Sun Kick, then you can do a Blackout Kick right away, and then immediately another Rising Sun Kick. There are some more nuances to it than that, but anyway, it can be used as both a healing boost, a mana save, a way to not have to manage my temporary buffs as much, or a damage boost. A very complicated ability, but a very good one once I get used to it. I'm sure we'll see my healing bar at least once more. I want to see if there's anything else to talk about on it. Not that much changed in the 4 levels between last dungeon and this one, but some very complicated stuff did. Yeah, okay, so the rest is there. We know Tiger's Lust, we know Resuscitate, that's just a normal Resurrect. And the other one was what, Mount? Yeah, this druid just doesn't take much damage at all. Ooh, hey, I got stumped somehow. And nobody else here takes, like, any damage. let's see. So what I was doing there was I cast Renewing Mist on the Druid, and then started vivifying myself so that the two of us would receive that healing. At this particular level, with the way stuff works, that was probably about the most reasonable way to do it. And we were out of combat, so it didn't even matter. So yeah, there's this thing called Mastery that I get access to at... oh shoot, I don't know which level it is. It's another stat that I can get on gear, which changes the way a bunch of my healing spells work in a very good way. It helps out a lot with sort of the weaknesses that I feel at this level, but like, the playstyle that I have before Mastery is very tangibly different from the playstyle I get after Mastery becomes a thing. It's either level around 60 or level around 80. So it's like 58 or 78 or something. I forget which one of those numbers it is. I mean, I'll be able to tell when I have it. I think it's 78. But I'm not sure. Anyway, no, I don't have it at 56 in any case. So Mastery will be a thing, and it will change the mechanics around quite a bit. Pay attention to your druid's health. It's down to about half. Okay, I was paying attention. Oh, this is final boss, by the way. Pretty unceremonious. He's just like here at the end of this hallway, you know. There's no more dungeon, so yeah, this is final boss. Guess I gave him a life cocoon just so I don't have to worry about healing. Shaman cast Bloodlust, so haste is increased so I can do everything really fast. That used to be a Shaman-only ability, and it used to be, like way back in the day, that only Horde had access to Shamans. So if you played Alliance, you could have a Paladin, if you played Horde, you could have a Shaman. But the other faction didn't get, you know, it was asymmetric. Then Burning Crusade changed that around, so essentially Burning Crusade added a class, even though it didn't. It just gave both factions access to all 10 classes that were in the original game. Then in later expansions, 2 more classes were added. I am playing one of them. Alright, Blackrock Depths. Got the achievements. Didn't get those quests done, like the Heart of the Mountain and the other thingy. Oh, and I'm leveled to 57. Neat. Okay. So yeah, this group. Very competent. No problem at all here. People want to sit in the throne. So yeah, just like, you know, everybody's silent. One person leaves, but everybody else here... Wait a second. Duskwood. Ah, this is a guild group, probably. Well, I'm not paying attention to guild tags. The Wooden Spoons... What does that say? Yeah, this is a guild group. They decide to play another dungeon, and I decide to come along, because they're pretty good at what they do. So, yeah. See you for that dungeon next time.